Hi guys, welcome to our channel, Exploring It All. I'm Miraculous Girl. Join me and my dad while we explore subscription boxes, the outdoors, gear and equipment, and other fun things and places. Before we get started, hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Ding!
Well, thank you for that amazing introduction, Miraculous Girl, and thank you everyone for joining us here again on Exploring It All. So today we are going to be looking at a knife from, it is the Roxon Phantasy. Now this knife is made in China. Just throwing it out there. It has a couple of really unique features to it. One is it comes with an Allen wrench. Interesting. All right, I really haven't had a chance to look at this too deeply. I like the way it's packaged though, and there's a reason that this is packaged like this. I wonder if that peels off without. There we go. It has some instructions and whatnot. Let's get this out. I'll do the rest of that later here. So the knife comes in a little bag. That's kind of cool. And here we go. Now, it's got this blade has a nice, and you know, we should probably, it is a liner lock. It's not centered, not like the petrified fish was. I kind of see some gaps in there too. It is a liner lock knife. It's not a flipper or anything. Okay, that's a, I don't know what this particular blade is made out of, or as far as steel type. But anyway, so this knife, one thing about it is it's a little bit like one of our others. Let's see, it shows how to close it, blade change. So you push this piece up and you push this piece up and the knife comes apart. And you can switch out the blade. Now, I said switch out the blade. Well, I purchased some different blades. And these are magnetic, which is really cool. Now, each one of these is sealed up in plastic. Let's go with something. Here's one that's interesting. Now, I'm going to have to cut the plastic on this. Probably should have done that before. So I have to figure that out. I don't want to break my plastic and stuff. Alright, so we've already figured out this. You press this down and that opens up. Then you pull your blade out. And you set your blade in there like that. And you put this back in there like that. And you lock those down in place. Almost one-handed opening again. And to me, that one's centered a little bit better, but that doesn't look closed. Still doesn't center completely. The Allen wrench is for changing out your clip, and also you can tighten it down a little bit. This has jimping on the back of this blade. There's jimping back there. This one didn't have jimping on it. There's holes cut in here that almost looks like it has file work on it. So that's interesting. And I want to say I ordered the 2 different sets, kits. Each one had 3 as far as the blades were concerned. This is the clip point blade. The previous one was the sheep foot blade. I don't like that they put the sticker with the blade information. Oh, and by the way, these blades are all out of 8CR13 MOV. Which I'll have to look up and put in the comments where that steel ranks at, but I'm sure it's not as a high quality steel. I think it would have been neat if they had put the sticker with the information on here instead of on the plastic that you have to take off. And I don't know if, yeah, it does. It fits in there so you can store the blades you take out. Put a different blade in. Looking to see if maybe I get it on there a little bit better, because the top part doesn't seem to close down as far as the bottom part. When it locks into place. So now I got a clip point blade. It's kind of novelty. Generally, if you have a knife you like one style, probably not going to change it up too much. But it's an easy way to have a bunch of different knives and one knife in one. Just change out your blades. Let's see. Oh, this is for adjusting your blade tightness, it says. There's also kind of a spacer on this side. This blade is sitting a little closer to center now than the previous ones. I don't know. It's all right. See if it cuts some paper. Well, this particular blade isn't doing too bad. It's not ultra sharp or anything, but I don't know, I'm getting little curly cues off there, so it's not too bad. You can see the little curly cues in there. So anyway, so these are the blades I ordered. I got this kind of, what is it called here? Spear point. You got a spear point blade. See, I would have liked if the sticker had actually been there, so you'd retain your info, and I don't think it'll peel off. Doesn't feel like it will. I have this one here, which is called a Talon Blade. And I want to say each one of these little sets of 3 were like $20 or something. And then we have this serrated blade, and it's kind of a, by the way, and these are all held together with little magnets. So you have a serrated blade, That's a sheep foot one, spear point, claw blade. And then I had this one over here that I had so much difficulty with. What did they call it? Just as a cutting blade. And this is a utility style blade. I just can't see how to get the razor blades out of there without cutting myself. Okay, so I gave the plastic a little bend while this was out. What I did was I just gave that a little bend and then the blade popped right out of there. So, for anyone into that. And then this pulls up and it's going to drop in there. So you're going to slide this in this way and pull that up. And it's going to lock into place. And then you have a razor blade, utility blade. And what did I do with the other? Oh, there it is. So you're going to have that. So there you go. This is the Roxon Phantasy knife. You know, it's different. I don't dislike it. The only thing I don't like is the way that this sits right here. It looks bent or something in there. And that's really odd to me, the way that sits in there. So, I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to look at it and see. But other than that, it's an interesting little design, you know, and it looks like that because this curves in. Right up here, this curves in, so it makes it look like there's more of a space there. I wonder why. Probably has something to do with the liner, though. If your blades popped out a little bit further on the top, it would be fairly easy. I mean, you can see I'm one-handed opening it. Anyway, interesting design. I think they could expand on that and actually make a pretty cool knife. Anyway, so that is the Roxon Phantasy multi-bladed knife. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Give us a like, give us a subscribe, and remember, be nice to each other.